The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Just beating the play clock. Keenum. The catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Keenum. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. That one goes for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins looking for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Third and long for Cousins. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. He's going to go up top again. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On 2nd down, Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's got it. The tight end, Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a dump off to White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Cousins. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 11. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts. So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Keenum on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's Freeman. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now it's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They begin with Michel on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd down, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now from the 50. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Keenum going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now here we go.
To throw, Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, yo, it's yo. Everyone's got 4 down.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, and really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Keenum going to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos are in for 6. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referees. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. Keenum on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Dorsett's got it. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's Cousins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Here we go, 48. Yellow, race in there, yellow.
3rd and long for Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Cousins. Forced out to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. It brings up a nice second down for them.
And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the run, it's Burkhead. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Again, they run with Burkhead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead, 26 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Freeman with a fast feet, and they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Keenum now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Very left, very left.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Keenum. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Keenum. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. In for the score. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. To throw, Cousins. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins. On the left side, a catch by White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Cousins. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Cousins again. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. On play action, Cousins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Take us to high. Right 20.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Very left, very left. Where's 52?
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Booker. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
All right, now here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black, 82.
Cousins to throw. Dancing to his left. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now Cousins, he's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.